The results are in, and most of you think that online mastering services are garbage. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. Introducing Waves Online Mastering. That's right, y'all. Waves Online Mastering is an easy-to-use online mastering service that produces high-quality masters. It's like having your own personal mastering engineer right at your fingertips. It was in collaboration with mastering engineer Piper Payne. Waves Online Mastering combines advanced machine learning technology with years of expertise to bring you the ultimate mastering experience. Each song that goes through Waves Online Mastering receives custom tailored processing, giving it a personal touch with a professional sound. You don't have to be a mastering expert to achieve amazing results. Because what makes Waves Online Mastering different and unique from other online mastering services is that it's user-friendly, and you contribute to the final result while still operating within the bounds of a great sounding master. When you first open the Waves mastering interface, it will prompt you to import your finished mix that you're ready to have mastered. That'll be in this section over here. Now I've already got some mixes uploaded here, so it may look a little different if you don't have anything in your library, but it'll just say import your tracks here or new track. And then you just pick wherever you have your mix saved. And what I really like about this is it takes a little bit of time to upload, because this is where all of that really cool and unique technology is happening underneath this software, where it's actually mastering this mix for you in real time. Now, once it's processed, I can listen to what a section of the master sounds like, and from there, I can start to add my own personal touches. Now you're given a preview of the master, and you can listen to see what that sounds like. All right, so you've also got a volume match here. And anytime you hover over any of the text on each of these, it's going to tell you what it is and what's happening there, which is really cool. So we can go back and forth. Forsaken dreams is what you gave to me. You're just a liar. So you can hear the actual processing that happened, and it sounds really good. It doesn't sound artificially done like some of those other mastering services. So once you have a preview of that and you've gone through it, we can now start to add our own personal touches. So the first thing that's up in the mastering settings here is your style. And again, you can hover over that. It's going to tell you exactly what each of these are doing. The precise is going to be the optimal suggestion. This is a precisely balanced master with well-defined tonal qualities and well-balanced levels. You can go with the organic, which is applying less processing, which is going to result in a sound that's a more natural and closer to your unmastered track. It's going to be closer to your mix, so it's kind of a combination of precise and the mix. And then you've got elevated. This style applies more processing, which they're calling basically turning it up to 11. So you can try this style if you want to make your master brighter and more immersive. I'll come back to what my opinion is on the elevated style here. I've got a couple of examples that I'll let you listen to as well. For right now, I'm just going to stick with precise. Always makes me want to try. You made me higher. So just going through those quickly, I really like the precise style. Next up is adding some tone. So again, you can hover over this and check out what each of those are doing. Depth is going to add some low frequencies in order to add subtle sense of depth to the master. What I have found, I feel like the depth just really seems more anchored, and I really like that. And then presence is going to add presence. It's going to do that in the higher frequency ranges in order to make the master sound slightly more open. Now we can also use both and combine depth and presence in order to add both low frequency depth and high frequency openness. Kind of like maybe how you would do some mastering. I know a lot of times I'd like to put on my mix, I like to put the Pultec. I like to beef up the low end around 60 hertz and then find somewhere around 10 to 12K and boost that a little bit. Opens everything up. What I have kind of found out after playing with this for a little while is that if the mix is already balanced correctly, then using one of these can make it sound a little bit off, but using both can nicely enhance it. So if you've got an already balanced mix, depth made the overall low end sound nicer, but it seemed a little bit off. And the same thing if I just had the presence up. So I think for this one, both sounded nice.
To me, you're just a liar. Always makes me want to try. You made me higher.
So once we have found our style and our tone, then we can hit create master. Now, something that's important that I haven't mentioned yet is that to use these and to get your master, to pay for your masters, you will buy credits. And so we'll make sure we know how many credits that we have and we'll hit continue. So as you can see, it's processing the master right here. And what's cool is that in your library, it'll show you what each of those style and tones that you're using. So I'm using the precise style and I'm using both depth and presence. So now it's ready to download and you just click download and that'll download to your downloads folder and that is it. You can save that wherever you need to save it and rename it however you need to name that. The default name is just going to be the name of the track and then your whatever style and depth. So that's really neat that it automatically does that. It's also telling me what my sample rate and bit depth is. So I've got a 44.1 and 24. Now going back to what I mentioned on using the precise over the enhanced, I first had the master printed at the enhanced style and it just sounded a little overkill to me. And what I have found after putting a meter on this is that the enhance over the precise is about 2 dBs louder. And you can kind of see the difference here on the waveform. It's a little bit more dense, and then on the precise seems to be a little bit more dynamic, and I just like the overall sound. The elevated was just a little loud, and that might be something that you'll have to go through on each individual track. If it's something that was a little softer, maybe the elevated would sound better. But after doing this a couple of times, I just really find that the precise is kind of the key area of what a master should sound like. But overall, it sounds great. I mean, this is one of the best sounding online mastering services that I've heard. I think that they've probably are on the right path of getting this style of mastering on point. But overall, I think that this sounds great. This is something that I would have no problem sending back to a client or go ahead and releasing for myself. I really think that Waves has something special here with their online mastering, and I encourage you to check it out and try it for yourself. So if you'd like to, there's a link in the description that'll give you a special discount. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you're looking forward to trying out, or if you still think that online mastering services are garbage. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. All right, y'all, until next time, keep creating and let your music shine with the new Waves Online Mastering.